Ladies and gentlemen, for the very first time in Invercargill, in the Civic Theatre, we present you on the Far Side of the Future tour, Certain Sounds 88.
Care about it. How long you must have known where your love was leading. The good and bad times, where your love was leading. You
very much for the warm welcome. This certain sounds 1988, and it's lovely to be here in Invercargill. And there's quite a lot of you here tonight. Well, we just want you to feel welcome. Just sit down, relax, and enjoy the program. We've been in the schools most of this week. Some of you may not have seen me. I'm actually taking Grant's place, who's back in Auckland for a wedding. So we just want you to be part of the big family here of Youth for Christ and Certain Sounds 88. There's a lot of schools represented here, right? Yeah? Yeah, do we have... What's that school again? Cakecoat, yeah! Great, what about over here? Any schools over here? Southland. Central Southland. Give a big hand for Central Southland. Is there anyone here from Southland Boys College? Yeah, all right. How about Southland Girls? Thank you, that's really great. Is there another school here? Any from Winton? Which one? What's that again? How do you say, is that English? Are they still teaching you that at school? Man, that sounds terrible. Well, look, from whatever school you come from, or whichever part of Invercargill, who is that female? Boy, attention for you. We just want you to enjoy the program. Just relax. We're going to have a good time up here. I hope you do. Half the problem with telecom system today is when you pick up the telephone and you go, hello, can I speak to the operator in Auckland? They usually say, just a minute, beep, 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 beep. Nothing happens. It takes a while to get to the operator. The thing about God is, he's always there. You can call him anytime, day or night, when you're awake, when you're asleep. He's always there. He can answer the call.
He left his name and his number. always reminds me of school when I used to go to school a few years ago. And except the boys used to sit on one side of the assembly hall and the girls used to sit on the other side because they had fleas. But, you know, the thing, I guess the reason why I went to school is because, well, I enjoyed school. I don't know if some of you do. I really enjoyed school. It was a real hip, choice place to go to at the time. Now, the thing is about school is it was during school that I fell in love with my English teacher. Man, she was choice. She was a great lady, this English teacher. You know, I sort of used to go to school. I used to look forward to seeing her. The thing was, she had these beautiful blue eyes. Man, they were blue, beautiful. One blue that way, the other blue the other way. No, she always had trouble controlling her pupils. But the thing was, the real thing about this, she used to just sit at a desk and she used to roll her eyes at me. So I used to pick them up and roll them back. No, she was absolutely amazing. We used to make her so sick of us, she used to cry. Man, she'd cry every day instead of throwing chalk at you like the teachers do, and the dusters, and the rubbish bin. She would just cry, and the tears would just roll out of her eyes, and the tears would roll down the side of her cheek, and the tears would roll down the back of her neck, and the tears would roll down her back, and the tears would roll further down her back. She got this awful disease called bacteria. Oh. But no, she was also, apart from all that, she had this huge nose. Man, you should have seen this nose. Boy, if someone had kissed her, it'd be like driving a car into a 2-car garage. It was amazing. She used to take us to these street demonstrations just so she could pick it. Isn't that awful? Oh, that's the Auckland one. Anyway, I was so in love with her. Do you know what tomorrow is here in Invercargill? What's the day tomorrow? Valentine's Day, you got it. I hope all the dads and all the boyfriends know that here. Valentine's Day is when the boys do all the good things to the girls, like hit them on the head with a baseball bat. That's from Auckland too. Violent Auckland, isn't it? Well, the thing is about Valentine's Day, I decided I would do something special for my English teacher. So I woke up early the next morning, 11 o'clock, and I did my morning exercise. I touched my toes 100 times. Then I got out of bed. And then I decided I would do something really special for her. Outside my window was this beautiful garden. And in this garden was this fantastic rose. I thought, if I took it... Wonder what school they come from. Out of this garden was this beautiful rose. It was pink, it was fresh, it was just wonderful. And I thought, this would be the thing that would make her fall in love with me. So I pulled this rose out of the garden, brushed the manure off it. And I knew it was fresh, you know, it was beautiful. And it had the dewdrops on top of the petals, you know. I hung my socks out overnight to dry. I took this rose to my English teacher. I knew that she would fall in love with me once she saw this rose. I got out to the school. I was walking out to school there. And here she was, sitting in the classroom. I said, hi. She went, hi. She was a bit shy, you know. So I walked up to her with this beautiful rose and this little card. And I gave her this rose. Well, she took the rose and she looked at me. She was all embarrassed. She was pretty shy, eh? She went all red. I was embarrassed too. I went dark brown. I gave her this rose, and with it I gave her this beautiful card. I knew it was beautiful. I made it myself. Anyway, I gave her this card, and it had the gold trimmings on the outside, you know. Things you give at Christmas time. Mine said Merry Christmas. And I gave it to her. She took this card and she started to read these beautiful words. It took me ages to write. She read on it. To my wonderful English teacher, this rose will fade and die, but you will smell forever. baby. I love you.
Wow, thing! You make my heart sing! You make everything groovy! Wow, thing!
Wow. From Invercargill. Wild thing, you move me. But I wanna know for sure. Come on, baby, just hold me tight. You move me.
Oh, wow, thing! You make my heart sing! You make everything groovy! Wow, thing!
My baby's gone. She's gone away from me. My baby's gone. She's gone away from me. Crying doesn't matter now. She's gonna set me free. It's me to say that now I'm free from your spell. It's me to say that now I'm free from your spell. Living on the outside, you know it's hard to tell. 5 years relation went down the drain. What doesn't matter now, she'll always be the same. My baby's gone. She's gone away from me. Crying doesn't matter now. She's gonna set me free. But his relation went down the drain. What doesn't matter now, she'll always be the same. My baby's gone. She's gone away from me. Crying doesn't matter now. She's gonna set me free.
I just arrived in Invercargill a few days ago and I left my wife and little boy back in Auckland, but I'm looking forward to get back on the plane tomorrow so I can see her and say, hi, it's Valentine's Day, da-da-da-da-da. The thing that annoys me about my wife is in the mornings, I don't know, you might identify this if you have a small bathroom, but the thing that annoys me when she goes to the bathroom, it's 7:30 in the morning and I'm ready to go to work and she's ready to go to work and I'm waiting outside the bathroom. She stands by the mirror. She opens her little bag, she pulls out this thing like icing sugar and she goes, yeah, and when I kiss her, it's like eating a donut when all the thing, you know? And then she pulls out this lipstick thing and she goes, and if she misses, she wipes it off and she starts again. In the meantime, my little boy's standing there looking up at her and saying, are you ready yet? Because Daddy's getting angry because he's going to be late. See? So she goes, 1 more minute. Then she pulls out this thing that looks like a sort of toilet brush. On the end of it, she's sort of got all this tar stuff. And she starts to do this on her eyes. She gets a bit in there and she wipes it out. She does the other like. This takes quite a long time. And I'm running late for work. Now, I don't have anything against all this makeup and stuff that she puts on, just that it takes a lot of time. I mean, makeup on a young lady or a young man looks quite nice. I mean, look at the ladies up here. Don't they look wonderful? Give them a big hand. Look at that. Now, they obviously take a little time tonight to put a little bit of makeup on. Unfortunately, sometimes all these kind of chemistry type things really hide the real us, the real people behind, and we sort of hide behind these clown-looking things. I mean, when it rains, all that mascara stuff's going to just sort of pour off and just go on the floor. But love sometimes is chemical.
Well, I see the way you paint your lips. I smell your perfume. I see the brand new color that you've dyed your hair to. I know, you know, it's more than physical. My love, my love, my love, love is chemical. Well, I know the saying goes that all in love and war is fair, but I never stood a chance against your chemical warfare. On your fingernails, mascara on your eyes, the lotion you rub on at night, your hands ain't dry. I know, you know, it's more than physical. More than just physical desire. My love, my love, my love, love is chemical.
I can't give you what I want, give you what I want, just when I want. It ain't that easy. I'm not an animal. I can't give you what you want, give you what you want, just when you want. It ain't that easy. I ain't an animal. Well, I'm standing on the crossroads, caught between pleasure and pain. We can choose to go anyway. Are we big enough to take the blame? I can give you what I want, give you what I want, just when I want. It ain't that easy. I'm not an animal. I can give you what you want, give you what you want, just when you want. It ain't that easy. I'm not an animal. Well, I'm standing on the crossroads, caught between pleasure and pain. We can choose to go anyway. Are we big enough to take the blame? I can give you what I want, give you what I want, just when you want. It ain't that easy. I'm not an animal. I can give you what you want, give you what you want, just when you want. Still ain't that easy. I'm not an animal. Not an animal. The thing about relationships today is just that. We tend to feel we can get away with so much, but unfortunately, it all costs something. I was thinking, there's a story in the Bible which says that there was a man who went out and he found this pearl. It was a really valuable pearl. I don't know how big it was, but you might know how valuable pearls are here in Invercargill, being close to oyster beds and that. But what this man did in the Bible, he went out and he sold all the pearls he had, every other pearl, just so he could buy this one valuable pearl. And it's very similar to me. Like I quite like Stevie Wonder, and I was missing one album of his because I sort of used to sing with Stevie Wonder. Albums, I used to put them on and they'd play, and I'd sing. I just called, so I used to play them. But the thing was, I didn't have this one album. I desperately wanted it because it had Braille on it. It was a green album. It was this album done for plants. So I went to find this album. Couldn't find it anywhere in Auckland, but this one exchange shop had this album. And I went in and I said to the lady, "How much is that album?" She said it was so expensive. So what I did was I had to give up all my other albums at home so I could exchange it for this one. So I had to give up my ABBA record. I had to give him my Valdunican record that my father gave me. Some people know who he is. I had to give up my one of my Van Halen ones. Yeah, it's a bit meaner. And I had to give one of my solid gold hits, number 465,000. And I had to give up one of my Bay City Roller ones. Chucked it on it. But out of it, I got this one marvelous album that I really play real often and I really enjoy. It's very similar in the world where God sort of says, "Here, I give you real, true love." And he says, "It's yours." Sometimes we have to forget the things that we think are love, where it's involved with things like sex and lust and all this type of thing. We cut that out and we say, "Okay, God, I'll take the love that you're offering me." There is a cost to that always, but we'll talk about that later in the program. The real thing is, when God offers his love, he really gives it to us open-handed, and he says it's yours, provided we're prepared to take it on.
when I was about 14 or so. I had a pretty varied religious background. My mother was Presbyterian from down south, and my father was a Methodist. And when they got married, they decided to become Anglicans. So I had a pretty confused religious upbringing. But I went to our local Anglican church when I was a kid. But as I grew up and my family drifted away from God and church and sort of gave God a bit of a back seat and things, we just sort of did our own thing in our own way. I never really was a rebel or anything, or I quite often thought I really liked to be. My sister always managed to do it. She somehow, I don't know, but I never could. But I often thought I'd like to. Instead, I went around and I tried to live up to other people's expectations and do everything just right. But I found I couldn't often live up to the goals that I set for myself. And my parents' relationship before we became Christians was a pretty stormy one. And I was used to the usual fights over meals and dreadful silences and things like that. And it seemed that to me, after we became Christians, things seemed to get worse, which I really couldn't understand. I thought everything was supposed to be just right, become a Christian in instant perfection. But as I learned, it didn't always happen that way. In fact, I'd probably say that it never works that way. But I can honestly say that God works through those situations. The friction at home and that really added to my pressure at school, although my Christian friends at school were really great to lean on when things got a bit tough. But it was God's support and encouragement that really held on to me. I used to imagine that I had my hands firmly in God, so that even if I wasn't strong enough to get through all that rubbish, that God would always hold on to me. And I really thank him for that, because I wouldn't be here now today, and I wouldn't have passed school cert or UE. I know I would have totally dipped out altogether if he hadn't been with me. But seeing God change my family and the 12 years that it's taken for us to be drawn back together, to be fully restored, we've still got a little bit, well, quite a lot of work to be done, because nobody's perfect. But I can honestly say that God has changed my life and my family's, and we've grown a lot stronger and a lot closer through all those experiences. And seeing God change my family and helping us to work through all those differences and all the frictions really gives me the confidence I need to know that God is in control. He has the whole world in the balance. He has everything according to his plan, and he knows what's best for my life, and I trust him completely with my future. I'm constantly amazed that God does have a plan for every individual in the world, millions and millions of people, that he has a plan. He is interested in everybody's lives. And it's really an amazing thing when you think of God's love being so big that you can't even comprehend it. So I'm really glad to say that God has seen me through, and that to him I am far more than just a face in the crowd.
Open your heart, your mind, your soul. Open your heart. Open your heart, your mind, your soul. Open your heart. Open your heart, your mind, your soul. Open your heart. You wake up in the morning, look in the mirror. Who can that girl be? You're sweet as sugar, tough as leather, with every trick you've got up your sleeve. Looking in the mirror, you see a stranger, someone you don't recognize. You're getting nearer to the danger of believing in your own disguise. Just a face. You're looking for love, afraid of running high. Just a face in the crowd. Oh, can't you see you'll never be free? Open your heart, your mind, your soul. Open your heart. Open your heart, your mind, your soul. Open your heart. Now when you were young, did you love someone? Was it heartbreak, hit and run? Did he leave you empty-handed, alone and stranded, picking up the pieces one by one? So you go to the mirror when the devil may care. This way you'll never cry again. Your little masquerade is a game you're playing. You're playing but you'll never win. Just a face in the crowd. You're looking for love, your mind, your soul, open your heart. Open your heart, your mind, your soul, open your heart. Come and show some emotion, open your heart. Your mind, your soul, open your heart. Come on, open up, open your heart. Your mind, your soul, open your heart. Ah, open your heart.
In this book that's just been written recently about Bob Geldof, it quotes that Bob Geldof says, "The greatest sin is the sin of wasting time." And subconsciously or unconsciously, whatever, we are all guilty of that. And I was thinking about time, and I realized too that we can hardly blame ourselves, because from the time we were born, we're sort of locked into this time frame. I mean, you only have to ask your parents, when was I born? They'll tell you. January 25, 1952, and it was 3 o'clock in the morning, and your father and I had to go out and do this, and your father and I did, and they'll tell you all these things about what they did at 3 o'clock in the morning when we were born. So right from the time we were born, the time is taken down, 3 o'clock in the morning. And then we sort of get feed times or whatever. They're all time. They get sort of structured into our minds right from the word go. We go to school. We start at 20 to 9. The headmaster says, you have to be to school at 20 to 9. If you're late to school, you will be put on detention. Please be on time. So right from the word go, and your mother says, come on, you'll be late to school. Sends you out with your lunch. I always had my lunch wrapped up in a road map. I was so discouraged. I'd get to school, and the teacher would say, okay, our classes would be one at 10 o'clock, one at 11 o'clock, one at 12 o'clock, so on and so forth. The best time of the whole day was 3 o'clock, when you hear that bell go, and you could go home. When you start work, your boss says, start work at 8 o'clock in the morning, and you finish work at 4:30, and so at 4:30, you can't wait until the boss says, right, let's close up the door and let's go home. It's 4:30. So mentally, we get locked into this time frame, and so we begin to waste time. Sometimes we do waste time. Sometimes we try to make the most of the time. When we're making decisions, it requires just as much effort to make a decision for the now, because it's going to affect the way we are in the future. So that's a good time. So if you're thinking about making a decision, whether it's a career, whether it's just to be at someone's house at a certain time, it all requires a sort of time frame. Lock into it. Let's not spend most of our time wasting time when decisions, and good ones, are to be made.
Watch you stop, no more turning hands.
riding around this little country town. Going nuts, going out of my state. One night, me and my big man, couple of guys hadn't put me in my place. When I see those guys these days, just laugh and say, do you remember when? That's when it's for what it's for. And grooving was grooving, dancing and everything. We were young and we were improving. That's rapping with a friend. Holding hands meant something, baby. Inside the club, cherry bomb. Our hearts were really thumping. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 17 is done 35. I'm surprised that we're still living. If it's done any wrong, got a few kids of my own. Some days I still don't know what to do. I hope they're laughing too loud to hear me talking like this to you. That's what it's for, what it's for. And grooving was grooving, dancing and everything. We were young and we were moving. Let's laughing with our friends. Holding hands and so much baby. Inside the club, cherry bomb. Our hearts were really thumping. So yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So much things going on the road today. Ain't nobody saying nothing.
Excuses in the beats, but it's not a shame.
That's right.
Russia. I spent the last few years of my life studying at varsity to try and get to become a doctor. I'm nowhere near there yet, but one thing that a doctor tries to do when you come to visit him is he tries to find out exactly what's wrong with you, find the root cause of your problem and treat that so you get better. And of course, that's what you want. And say, for example, you came to me with a broken leg or something like that. Thank you. And you got it at a rugby match or something like that. One thing that I wouldn't want to do is to give you just a couple of discipline and say, elevate that leg, and hopefully it'll feel better tomorrow. I mean, I wouldn't want to do that. What I want to do is to give you an x-ray and find out exactly where that break was so I could put it in a cast and it would get better. And you know, just the same way that our body can get sick and we can get disease within us, I reckon that this world's got diseased and it's sick. You don't have to look far to see that there's problems all around the place. We've got politicians planning nuclear wars, and you know, we've managed to stuff up the environment, and some people say we've got holes in the ozone layer and problems like this. You know, even in families, it's really hard to find a really together family these days. You know, we've got problems right throughout. And just like a disease has a root cause and a thing that causes that problem, I believe the reason that we've got these things in this world is because we've turned our back on God and we've said, you know, I don't want to have anything to do with you. I just want to do it my own way. And that's really what sin is. It's just saying, God, I want to do it my own way. And we're all guilty of that. You know, the Bible says that the only way we can get rid of that sin in our lives and get right with God is to put our faith in Jesus Christ. Now, some of you may not know what faith is. It just means to absolutely trust God no matter what. And it's kind of like this. It's like being lost up in the Southern Alps, you know, up in Fjordland there, and you're walking around in the mist and it's complete whiteout condition. You can't see a thing in front of you. And you're calling out for help. Help! And you're in desperation. You yell out, and finally an answer comes back out of the mist. Yeah, I'm here! And the answer comes back. And you say to him, how can I get out of here? Show me a way. And he says, well, look, you've got to trust me. Now, just behind you, there's a ledge, and if you go to that ledge and step off it, a metre below, there's shelter, and there's a cave, and you'll get shelter from the storm. And you say to him, why should I trust you? And he says, because I'm a mountain guide. I've been up in these mountains for 30 years. I know my way around these mountains. You've got to trust me. And trusting Jesus is like that. You see, you may not be able to see him. You can't see Jesus, but he still knows everything about you. And he's just like, you can't see the mountain guide in the mist. Jesus is someone that you can trust completely because he's been around the mountains. He hasn't been around. Sorry. Jesus knows his way around my life. He knows everything about me. And I found him that when I go through problems and when I get lost and go through difficulties, he's someone that I can trust in completely. And I hope that, you know, tonight as you listen to what we're saying, that you'll come to know him as well and you'll come to trust him. And thanks for listening. Very well.
We heard that Invercargill has one of the most intelligent audiences in the whole of New Zealand. And we've also heard that Invercargill quite likes reggae as a music field, yeah? Well, we thought that it's quite popular around New Zealand at the moment, and we quite like reggae music, so we've brought our own Jamaican along with us here. Ian, give him a big hand, all the way from Jamaica. It's another suburb of Hamilton. But he's here tonight, and, you know, Ian's very good at this. You can walk along the street and, you know, Ian can sort of pick out sort of these people that like this sort of whoa, cool stuff. So I thought that tonight, if we just ask Ian for a few tips on how to sort of greet and meet people on the street, that'll be a good idea. Then we can all sort of pick it up and go with that, yeah? Okay, Ian, how do you sort of get people's attention on the street? You know, how do you do that in sort of...
Yo, man.
Now again. How about if you're a bit lost and you're looking for somewhere to, you know, find something to eat? You know, how do you sort of ask them?
Is there a McDonald's in town?
Okay, what if you're trying to find your way to the Civic Theatre? How do you sort of ask for someone on the street?
Follow Sam.
Where is he? He's here tonight somewhere. Big Sam. Oh, up to top. Yeah, follow Sam. I know, I had to find him the other night. Well, look, because, these are good, healthy, helpful things you can do. Tonight we thought we could put it to the test, put a bit of intelligence and a bit of music together and just see how it works. You going to be with us, yeah? Great, okay. What we need to do is divide, this is the test of intelligence. We have to divide this theatre into 3 parts. You've done it already. Wow, that's quick, eh? I told you you're intelligent, man, and nobody moved. Okay, right to the top. Say hello. Can you people say hello to those people at the very top there? Just sort of wave out to them. Yeah. Because their seats were much more expensive. Okay, so we've got all this side here, and we'll divide it in the middle and the side. And we're going to do a little exercise. We know that you're intelligent, so you can pick this up. Now, you all know what a drum sounds like, don't you? Especially a bass drum. If you don't, this is what it sounds like. It's a bit similar to this guy here when you're sort of sitting next to your girlfriend or whoever she is, and you go... Okay, so we're going to make a similar noise to that, okay? See if you can do it after 3. When I go 1, 2, 3, you go, okay? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's great. Well, we'll move along to the middle. You want to hear that again? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Great. Now, the middle here, we'll split you up right to the top, and you can be the hi-hat. What does a hi-hat sound like? Lead, eh? Like a mosquito looking for somewhere to sit down. Okay, 1, 2, 3. After me, 1, 2, 3. Now, can we shorten it slightly so it's more sort of sharp? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Great. All right, now I'll tell you what. The band tells me that, we need a bit of help. So on this side, we're going to get Andre. That's Andre behind there. See him coming around? Okay, and Dave. This is Dave here. And I'll give you a hand with the bass drum, alright? Okay, and in the middle here we'll have Ian and Petra. And I'll do that thing in the middle here with you, okay? Right, now on this side you're going to sound something like the snare. Now, can we hear what a snare sounds like? Oh. Ooh. This time we won't make it with our lips because anything could happen. How about you just use your hands and clap? Okay, after me 3 times. 1, 2, 3. That's great. Well, you've got Brent over here and Rebecca. Well, I'll give you a hand with that on this side. Okay, you all ready for this? Now we're going to combine it. Right, I'm going to get Earl to play the drum beat and then you just follow along, okay? We'll get you to join in. This is how the beat should go. Get it? Oh, great. Okay, well, I'll give you a hand to help you along with it. Let's start on this side. Okay, after me. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
many of you at one time or another have tried to either paint a picture or make something out of clay like a vase or something, and had it all horribly turned wrong on you, and end up scribbling all over the piece of paper or tearing it up, squashing the clay into a ball and probably jumping on it or throwing it out, and probably never ever going back to it. And if you're anything like me, that happens quite a lot. But this world, as God created it, was a pretty amazing place. And to the same extent, we've really mucked things up, doing things our own way. We've really ruined it for ourselves and for God. He created us to enjoy his company and his creation. And today we've come a long, long way from a perfect world.
Our God. We're lost, we're gone crazy, where the men won't grow up and the women get so hard. No, this ain't no perfect world. I got my problems. No, this ain't no perfect world. You got your problems too. What do we do? I want to tell you a story about a man who was a cynic. Now, it was Christmas time, and this man was sitting at home with his family. And his family said to him, "Dad, will you come to church with us?" And he said, "There is no way I'm going to church with you, okay?" This guy didn't believe the stories he'd heard about Jesus coming to earth as a baby and dying on a cross. He thought it was rubbish. So his family went off to church, and he sat by the fire reading. Now, as he was sitting there, he heard this thumping noise on the window. So he went outside to have a look and see what was going on.
And there in the snow outside was a flock of sparrows. You see, they'd been attracted to the light and were trying to fly in the window to get to the warmth. Now the man thought, if I leave these sparrows here, they're going to die. I want to help them. And then he had an idea. I know, he thought, I'll open the barn door and let them in there because there they'll be warm and safe. So that's what he did. He opened the door and he tried to shoo them in, but they just wouldn't go. They just all flew up and were really scared of him. So he even laid a trail of breadcrumbs to the barn to see if he could get them in that way, but it was just no use. The man was really frustrated. He thought, how can I show these birds that I want to help them? How can I show them that I know where the warmth is and how to keep them safe? And then suddenly he realised, if only I could become a sparrow, I'd be able to show them how to get to the barn. They'd understand and trust me because I'd be one of them. And as he thought this, the church bells rang. He stopped. Suddenly the man realised, it all became very clear to him, the reason why Jesus Christ came to earth to die. He came as a human being to show us the way to God. He came knowing that he had to make an example of himself in order for us to have someone that we could follow. And that's what we've wanted to do as a team for you tonight. We've wanted to show you that you can have a relationship with Jesus. Now you only have to have a look around to see how the world is messed up. Just the drugs, the violence, the alcohol, just all kinds of things on a large scale, just the fact that we really don't have a future, all ways that we know that our world is messed up. And you can take it down to a much more personal level than that. Your and my selfishness is what makes the world messed up on a large scale. Now Jesus came to be an answer for the problems and to be an answer to a messed up world. But he came and he paid a price. He died on a cross so that you and I could be free, so that you and I wouldn't have to pay the price when we meet God. Jesus came and he died on a cross. He made the ultimate sacrifice. And because of that, I know that he is committed to me. And he wants to be committed to every single one of you. But there is a cost involved for us. It's kind of like having a relationship with someone. You decide you want to be friends with someone, right? Now, if you don't ring them up and you never go and see them and you don't talk to them, then I'd say you wouldn't have much of a friendship. And that's the same like it is with Jesus. Unless we're prepared to give it 100%, then we're not going to get out of it what God intended. Now, you might think, well, giving everything I've got, that's a lot. And I thought that too. But I know that Jesus gave everything he had for me when he died, when he was nailed to a cross for my sake. And that's what he did for you too. Now, the commitment and the cost is high for us. It's not easy being a Christian. There are hard times. But that's part of what it's all about. We have to be prepared to make that cost, to make a commitment. And that's worth thinking about while we sing this next song.
There's a place in my heart only you can fit. There's a longing in my soul, and it's much too real. To me, it still remains a wonder. One man can take all the blame. Then I feel the cool rain falling, call your name. Well, I know it's a better place for me right by your side. So why do I keep holding on to this world and its foolish pride? Forgive me, Lord, you know I'm guilty. Standing too close to the flame. Then I feel the cool rain falling when I call your name.
That's it, but we don't talk about a God who is dead and that's it. But we talk about a God who is risen from the dead and he's going to be coming back again. Rebecca's going to be talking about that.
Wait
Thank you. Well, you've all heard tonight how it is to give your life to Jesus, and we believe as Christians that that's the way to do it, and then your feet will be always on solid ground. You'll have a chance because you've heard tonight, and hope that this song too talks about solid ground is something that you want to aspire to as well.